you're constantly being, you're inviting things into your life, into your head, without you even knowing it. I mean, somebody could look at you the wrong way, and immediately, you know, you take that on as if, okay, what's wrong with me? And for a lot of people, or trans individuals, sometimes that's kind of the motivation to say, okay, well, not knowing what it is, but saying, oh, it must be my nose, or it must be this, or it must be that, because that's what they feel about themselves. So they say, oh, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that, I gotta fix that, because this is what it is, you know? But I've always been that kind of person where it's like, you know what? I need to be comfortable with myself. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. You know, I need to be healthy. You know, I need to make sure that I'm okay at the end of the day. The less stuff that I do to myself that's going to hurt myself is going to be beneficial for me. You know, so.
Okay. So, I'm going to ask you relationships that you've had in this scene. No, relationships within the scene with people. And I would like you to just...
What kind of relationships?
With people.
Oh, because I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you're ready. With people, and describe the relationship with these individuals, your personal relationship, and just your feelings. First person, take it to your mother.
Yeah.
SINIA. Describe that relationship with you and her.
She said to me one time, you're not a mommy's girl, you're a daddy's girl. She said, I don't like that. So that's our relationship. She's honest. She's breathtaking to me. I think seeing her blew my mind then. It blows my mind now to see her. I think for a lot of people who don't know her, she's a very giving person. I feel like I'm about to cry right now. No, she's really, she's wise. She's stern. She's very strict. But it comes from a place of love. She's really, she doesn't really show it a lot, but she's very. It takes a lot to make her proud, and when she says that to me, I mean, it really, I feel it, I know it, because I know that she's not just gonna tell me something. You know, she's honestly, she's a lot like my mom.
What would you say is the best advice she probably ever gave?
I mean, she is my mom, but I'm talking about my
I know what you mean.
My birth mom. She's kind of like my birth mom in the way that they are. The best advice she ever gave me, honestly, is to do things yourself. Do things for yourself. It's what's carried me through like some really difficult times, like knowing how to do my own hair, always staying on top of what I look like when people see me, regardless of what it is that you're going through. To really value your space, to demand your space, to demand your privacy, to have your privacy.
It's so weird you say that, because those are things that Davia taught her mother.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's, I guess that's how,
Yeah.
you know, if you're really in this life truly, you know,
yeah,
really.
that's honestly, and she's, you know, and I gotta tell you, she's really, she'll suggest things, but she's not one of those people that's gonna like. I know that there are some mothers, especially old school mothers, who, you know, oh, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that. She's very, whatever you want, you know, whatever you want.
Whatever happens, happens.
You know.
Okay. Yolanda.
I love her.
What for the people? What has that relationship been like?
A mess. No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think, like I said, I think people don't know how to take me. Honestly, I think maybe that's what it is with Yolanda.
And to clear it up, not can't take you.
Yeah. Well, see, I forgot that I'm. Yeah, I guess.
Don't know. When you say don't know how to.
They don't know how to take my personality. So I think maybe that's probably where tension, if any, maybe comes from. But on my part, you know how I feel about her. I love her. I pray for her. I care about her. I don't get into you know how I am. I don't care about what people say about me. I don't care. I tune it out. Well, you don't bring it to me anyway, so.
Yeah.
Allura, there's not a day that I don't think about her or dream about her. sometimes I have dreams that she's still alive.
Me too.
You know, her laugh. She was funny. ALLOURA taught me. She was so confident. Like that woman was confident, regardless of how she really felt. You couldn't tell. I love how confident she was. She was confident. There wasn't anywhere that she wouldn't go. Anything that she wouldn't do. You know. I have so many stories of that girl, but I love her. I miss her.
You and I went to her funeral together. How did that impact you that day?
Well, I was going to a lot of funerals that year.
You was, I remember you.
Yeah. So I don't think it impacted me anyway, honestly. I think what I was most grateful for was that her family honored her gender. Mm-hmm. I liked that. I respected that. For me, it was more of peace for me, and just like really giving honor to God that day, because for regardless of what people say or what people do, that was really a homegoing service, you know.
Truly.
And it's like, yeah, and it's like you can try to keep people away from God, but you can't keep God away from people. And regardless of what people thought, God was in the place, or what my idea of God is, and I don't want to disrespect anyone by that, but when I think of God, I think the presence was in the place that day, and it was, for me, it was confirmation that she's good, you know? So
is that what went through your mind when you spoke at her service?
Yeah, that she's good. ALLOURA, you know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, ALLOURA went through this or ALLOURA went through that, because I don't know what people really go through. You know what I mean? Nobody knows what I really go through or what you go through. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, she went through this or she went through that and da-da-da-da. Whatever she went through, it was really a release that day, you know? And just to hear the stories that people were telling, like the minister was telling and her family was telling, you know, it was confirmation that she's good.
Mercedes.
Kia. Kia. First of all, they're all my sisters, you know. Good, bad, or indifferent. Kia is strong. I think we're all strong personalities. Yeah. I love her. I do. I love her. I care about her. Spoke to her today. So.
Okay. Let's talk about some of the males in your life.
Yeah. Man knew me since I was. He's another person who was like, no, don't transition. And for people out there, please stop telling, well, gay men, stop telling trans women not to transition. Duly noted. So let the woman make up her own mind. Yeah, MANN. I love MANN. You know I love MANN. MANN is
no matter what.
MANN's the father of my children. You know, that's how I see him. He's the father of my kids.
That's weird.
And
when you break it down like that, it's really...
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I never acknowledge anything about Ballroom. But when I do talk about MANN, that's how I talk about him. Is that he's the father of my children.
That's weird when you think about it. That's the reality.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that MANN knew me since I was a little kid, you know, and since Ebony days, since Infinity days, coming up to me, I'm gonna take you, you know, and look what happened, you know.
Little Kevin,
you know, I love me some little Kevin. It's my baby. I love Kevin. I love Kevin. Kevin's like, I love Kevin.
It's so strange because as you and I both know, when you was, you know, ABQ, how Kevin didn't see no one. Yeah. You remember that? And he actually invited you to be, you know, you had came because of Kevin and, you know, MANN and
I think Kevin never saw me as a BQ. I think Kevin always saw me as something else.
Really?
I think probably that's what it is.
Okay. Pony.
I love Pony. It's my little brother. I love him. I'm proud of him. I'm so proud of him.
Jamel.
Again, you already know. I love my Mel. I love my Mel. These are people that are really close to my heart. Outside of Ballroom, I don't know them Ballroom, but Jamel. And if I'm gonna acknowledge anybody who I'm like, I love performance art, maybe because I taught him. But Jamel, I love to see him.
You always have.
I love to see him. I saw it in him. Just his
from the beginning.
How polished he is. Yeah, just his. Yes, thank you. Just how polished he is, how intelligent he is, how much of himself he is.
Most definitely.
I love that about him.
And I forgot Ashley, because a lot of people may not know you and Ashley have a...
I'm in love with Ashley. Ashley's like, I call her my aunt. She's so much more to me, honestly. That woman, I'm overwhelmed. We have like another connection, me and Ashley. It's like me and Ashley have gone to church together, and just to see, I'm in love with her worship. I love the God in her, regardless of what people think or what people say. I love the God in her. She's a godly woman. She's a friend. She's strong. She's another strong woman. I love her.
And last but not least, your daughter Roxy.
I love Roxanne, Robin. I love me some I love you, Robin. That's my girl. I love her. I love her. I'm proud of her too. Yeah.